get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show them this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. They quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the front yard yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. Oh. Bring them out, 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 bring them out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A give up the middle with Benson. Able to slither by. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, right back to Benson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Stroud. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was all pretty tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
118.
Here's Stroud. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run over center with Benson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, it's Benson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Or 118.
Stroud to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Henry running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Jalen
The Ravens come in with 2 wins on the year, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. A check down here for Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson. Quick completion to Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Henry again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
The game at 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Here's Stroud. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this returnable for Hill. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And just shutting him off there. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got it complete to Thompson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Stroud. He sets to fire deep. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Stroud sets up the play action. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up on Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Final play of the half, Stroud. He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has something assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second down and 6 now from the 26. They go play action with Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. Down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now Stroud. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Stroud now to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Thompson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nabi Matabike able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And practically it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the 43, second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to the zone blitz game. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Henry out of the pistol. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson on the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
On his loop for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Texans 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
They'll start with a give to Henry.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
He's brought down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Jackson Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Report!
Well, design run for their wideout. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Hey, middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
180.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the... Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Off
the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
All right. Well, just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Stroud off the play fake.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
Stroud looking to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. We'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On the quick, right?
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Caught here, right side, no. And the defense here giving him no recourse but to get out of bounds after a gain of just a yard.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them input.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready?
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Ready?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this coach